There's nothing like getting to play one of your favorite childhood games in a totally new way. And thanks to 3D SEN or 3D Sen, you can actually load ROMs of your favorite childhood games like Mario Bros. 3, Mega Man, Metroid, Gradius, Punch-Out into this game, and it will render them for you in 3 dimensions. And it is unbelievable. So I first tried Super Mario Bros. 3 and I was absolutely blown away by the way things looked. And then I realized I could tilt the camera and I could make it look like I was like traversing through the level almost forward from sort of a isometric view. And it was so cool. And everything just looked neat, and like the Goombas are kind of 3D now, the mushrooms look a lot more 3D. It's just really cool. I found Gradius to be extremely fun in 3 dimensions, especially if you pull back to the view where you're just a little bit behind your ship and you can kind of just see where things are coming from, and it just looks really cool. Like, it makes it feel more futuristic, which is what, you know, Gradius was supposed to be, was that you're in this spaceship fighting off enemies. And holy cow, the boss fight looks so cool in this. The Legend of Zelda is unbelievable. If you pull your camera down to where you're kind of looking at Link from the front or the back, depending on which way you're facing, it is just unbelievable. The trees actually stick up out of the ground. The dungeons are incredible, and it's just so cool to experience it. And I really want to play through that game all the way in 3 dimensions. I think that'll be really cool. I found Punch-Out to be extremely fun to play in this emulator because getting to see all of the massive characters, you know, because they're so much bigger than Little Mac in 3 dimensions, even though they're still just a flat image, right? There's depth to the ring, and there's like depth to where, you know, the obviously Mario referee walks. It's just super cool. It's kind of funny though, if you turn the camera all the way around in Punch-Out to look at Little Mac's face, you see that he is just 2 backs. So like, your opponent is technically punching you in the back of the head, and that should be a disqualification. Just saying. And not only was this like super cool because A, it was in 3D, but I also finally managed to beat Bald Bull, which anybody who's been following my streams knows that I've never gotten past Bald Bull. So that felt pretty cool. Very exciting. Of course, I needed to go and see my Smash Bros. Main in 3D, and that was actually an unbelievably cool experience. So Mega Man is one of my favorite characters of all time. I use him all the time on Super Smash Bros. I'm pretty good with him, and I just love him. The Blue Bomber's the shit, man. He's so cool. So I picked a couple levels to just, you know, mess around with, and Snake Man's level in Mega Man 3 was just so cool, especially when you get to the giant snakes that shoot the big red balls at you. They're hard, right? I've never been able to beat those guys without getting hit a lot, but regardless of that, they're very cool in 3D. Then I went to the next Mega Man 3 level that I'm the most familiar with, which is Sparkman's level, and it was so cool looking, and the enemies were cool too. It was just an unbelievable experience. I cannot tell you how much I love this, especially in the era of remakes of video games. To see somebody release something that just lets you play your favorite games absolutely as they were, but with a slight twist, is just so cool. So I don't know. There's something special about it that I absolutely love. So not only though were those games epic, I also, of course, had to check out Metroid. I love Metroid. Metroid is, you know, the first half of my favorite genre of video game. Metroidvanias, and the OG Metroid is so hard, and I've never beaten it. I don't know anybody who has, but I love it. And seeing it in 3D actually made it almost feel easier, but my god, did it look cool. Like, it was so neat. And I can't wait to play these games more in this 3D world. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna throw up a quick montage of cool moments from this 3D gaming experience. So check this out. If you've watched this far in this video, there's a pretty good chance that you probably love old video games as much as I do. And if that's the case, then you were probably really excited when you saw this was a thing that you could do. And it's not like a thing that nobody has and just the developers got it. You can go on Steam right now, look up 3D-SCN, and you can get this thing. And it's not that expensive either. It is so good. So I strongly recommend that everybody goes and gets it before Nintendo does what Nintendo does. In the meantime, if you like old video games and you got excited by this the way that I did, then you should consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do that, then why not click on this video right here and check out some more of my retro gaming content where I remember special parts of a favorite game or criticize shitty parts of a game that I didn't like, or even discuss how beloved main characters might actually be dickheads. See you in the next one.